Never trust a word that comes out of a man's mouth until you can verify that what he's saying is true. I'm telling you this right now. Get in here. I'm going to tell you, the only people who are going to disagree with me are the men who want to lie to you, all right? And how do you know I'm telling you the truth? Because I am a man, all right? I'm a gay one. I'm a pretty one, but I'm a man, Charlie. And let me tell you this right now, okay? Men, I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying a lot of them, will lie through their teeth to you, okay? And y'all get caught up. And y'all get done dirty because y'all be so quick to believe men based on what they say, and you don't require them to verify anything. And when I'm talking about lying, I'm not talking about the big lies like, oh, I'm single when he really got a wife and kids. I'm talking about the other stuff that frankly hooks you in that much more. I want to be married within 5 years. Girl, how you know that to be true, right? Him saying, I'm looking for a serious relationship. Really? Or is he just telling you that? Him saying things like, no, I'm serious and I'm only seeing just you. What I'm telling you is this, and listen to me close, ladies, okay? Like I said, when a man tells you anything, and you have just met this man, or he's new to your life in a romantic sense, because some of y'all have people who may have been friends or something else in the past. Now y'all trying to transition them into being something more. Okay, cool. But understand this. When he's entering a romantic space to you, this is a new man. He's not the same one you knew before. Okay, how he operates over here is different. And with that understood, you don't believe nothing that a man tells you. Listen to me when I tell you this, baby. You don't believe nothing that a man tells you until you have had time to verify if what he is saying is true. If a man tells you, for example, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be in a serious relationship, I'm looking for something serious. In his time getting to know you and dating you, you need to verify two things. A, is that really what he wants? And B, does he see you as someone to have it with? If this man can't even give you a consistent response to text messages, what makes you think this man is ready to be someone's husband? If this man can't take simple accountability for when he's wrong, what makes you think this is someone who's healthy enough to be in a long-term relationship with anybody for that matter? If this man is saying, for example, I'm looking for something serious, but yet and still he's not putting serious time into you, or it's evident that he's dating multiple people and has no desire to really stop doing that, why are you believing the words coming out of his mouth? I'm not saying that men are untrustworthy. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is you have to treat them like they are untrustworthy until they prove that they are trustworthy. Some of y'all do it the other way. We've all done it, ladies, haven't we? But we say, if you don't give me a reason to feel that I can't trust you, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason to feel otherwise. How many of y'all have said that or heard that? That is the silliest mindset that you can have when it comes to a man. Your job don't even treat you like that. You got to clock in. When you clock in, you got to clock out. You can't just tell them, hey, I got here at this time. You better be logged into that Microsoft Teams or whatever you got to log into to let them know you there. Right? Ain't nobody taking your word for nothing. They need to see proof of it. Right? That's in every part of our life. Why do we give men a pass? Why do you all sit up here and ignore your common sense? And y'all sit in your sessions with me, because I do coaching. I have limited number of sessions, okay? If you want to get a session with me, I think I got 2 sessions left like a week from now. So go ahead and click the link that's directly above or below this video to schedule your session if you want it. But let me say this right now. I see this so much. Smart women, brilliant women. I mean brilliant. Running businesses and doing all this stuff, running families and everything like that. But then when they get in the presence of a man who tells them everything they want to hear, then they trust everything that man says and doesn't require him to verify it. They don't take any time to actually see, is this real? These men will lie to you. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that men have been trained since a very young age to tell you, specifically women, what you want to hear so you can give him what he wants? Some of them they're not even conscious that they're doing it. They do it subconscious. Right? And why wouldn't they? It works every time. All he's got to do is sit across from you and you say, you and your date looking all cute. You got your girls hanging out and everything like that. You dressing like I told you, because you always got to be pretty, honey. Make sure you're pretty, right? You sitting there on your date. You lean into your feminine energy. In your finger foods. So tell me, John. Tell me, Marquise. Tell me, Juan. Tell me, what are you looking for? And you think because you make your girls sitting up here like this, because you got your hair looking all pretty, because you smell like paradise in heaven, honey, all right? Because you put a little cute perfume on your bosoms, honey. You think that somehow or another, because you smell good and because you look good, honey. I put on perfume even for here, honey. I always gotta look good. I always gotta smell good. So you think he's gonna tell you the truth? You think your beauty and your femininity is gonna compel this man to tell you the truth? No, your beauty is gonna make him lie to you. That don't mean go out there not beautiful. But what I mean is this: the more desirable you are, the more men will lie to you to get you. Will they not? I'm telling you what they do, baby. Honey, I don't speak to things that I'm not very knowledgeable about. Because let me tell you this, honey. This ain't just about what they do to you. This is what they do to feminine energy beings, okay? So my feminine energy men on here, y'all listen close, okay, ladies? Because I'm talking to y'all too. All right? I remember, can we talk about this for a minute? I remember being a young girl, what was it, 15, 16 years old, talking to my homegirls on the phone, talking about, yeah, when I meet the one day, and we're going to get married, we're going to do this. Girls, haven't we been fantasizing about the one since we were 1 year old? The boys weren't doing that. They weren't doing it. The masculine energy ones, no, they weren't doing it. They was outside playing football, basketball, and everything else like that, doing whatever it is they were doing. They wasn't fantasizing about the future. So we had our whole futures planned out. This is why we believe in lies so easily. Listen, we had our whole futures planned out. Did we not? Did we not? All we needed was just the right man to fit into the picture. When I meet him, I'm going to know it. He's going to treat me good. He's going to want everything I want. He's going to be perfect. And they know that about us, don't they? They sit across from us and they see how beautiful we are. How we got our lives and our bodies and everything together, and they say, I know she's been fantasizing about the perfect man. So let me play that role. He pulling up in a 15-year-old car that's about to be repossessed because he still can't hit the note on it. All right? This man ain't had a successful relationship with nobody, including his mama. She don't even want to deal with him. This man, the only thing he's ever done successfully was maintain being attractive, which wasn't that much work because his daddy was good looking. The genetics worked out in his favor. So he already got the little package. And when he sit down with you, because you ain't see the car yet, but he got an excuse for that. You say, what you looking for? What you looking for in a relationship? I'm just curious. What you looking for? Eating your calamari. I don't know if y'all eat that. He gonna say, honestly, I'm just looking for something serious. I'm tired of these games, you know what I mean? Who got time for that, right? And he be like, you right. Now see, in the beginning, when he's just starting to speak, your instincts are kicking in saying, But you ignore your instincts. Why you ignore your instincts, ladies? We're going to keep going. But what else he say? He say, you know what I mean? And you be like, yeah, I feel you. I hear you. He sees the skepticism on your face. We're going to talk about how to work on that, girls. I got a technique for you. You're going to love it. Stick around. He be like, yeah, but for real. And he going to lean in real close to you. But for real, like, I don't know, I'm tired of having my heart broke. I just want a woman who's serious, I'm kind of old-fashioned, my mother and my father, they've been together 40 years. So that's all I know. That's all I know is relationships. Child, his mother and his father been together 40 years, sleeping in separate bedrooms. His father's already had 2 other families outside of the relationship, right? Got babies outside the relationship. One of them was born 6 months after he was born, okay? He ain't talking about that. He was talking about how his mother was a doormat. They've been together 40 years, you know what I mean? That's all I know. I'm a relationship-oriented kind of dude, and when I go to church, I always go for the altar call. You go to church? Yeah, I go to church, and I go for the altar call, and I just always ask. That's all I really want. I just ask. I was like, God, what am I doing wrong? Anyway, I feel like I'm going on and on. What you looking for? Now, if my gay behind can imitate them that good, imagine how good they are at doing it. Some of y'all was literally looking at the camera like this. For real, MJ? I'm looking for... Some of y'all forgot! We play for the same team! Now, if I can do all of that, and it's just play, and make-believe, honey, then what can these men do? I'm talking about the masculine, straight ones. These men will tell you anything because they know you want to hear anything. And so I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself from getting played. First of all, always look amazing, honey. Always look amazing. That's just rule number one. I don't care if you're going to the grocery store. Always look good. Second of all, you don't ask a man what he's looking for. You don't give him the opportunity to lie to you. What do you think he's going to tell you? You'll be like, so what are you looking for? What exactly do you think he's going to tell you? I'm just looking for another woman that I can play. The last one I played for about 5 years until she got into therapy and realized she was too good for me. And then she moved on. So that left me without no options. So really and truly, I'm just looking for somebody else because like my credit messed up. I'm like, for real, like I need somebody else because she had a good credit limit. So when I had some issues, I could always lean towards her. It'd be nice they had a nice car too, because sometimes if I go on my business stuff, you know, I'm trying to sell real estate now. I ain't sold property yet. When I do that, I can't take my 2005 Camry out, and she used to let me drive her 2025 Lexus. I forgot what year it was. 2025 Lexus. So I wanted somebody who got a nice car. He ain't gonna tell you all that. He not telling you that. He not telling you that. So you say, what are you looking for? Basically saying, lie to me. Tell me something that feels good and sounds good. Y'all be just inviting men to lie to you. I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? Here's what you do instead. When you get on that date, girl, you don't ask him what he's looking for. First of all, you don't ask him too much of anything. You let him talk. All right? And he'll be like, so what you want to know about me? I'm just observing. I'm sure everything will reveal itself over time. You have a mystique. You are enigmatic. Meaning you're hard to peg down. You see what I'm saying? You don't have a face of that you suspicious. You never do that. It's like, wow. Really? Okay? You be unflappable. If he goes on and says, well, you know what I'm looking for is blah, 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 or he asks you straight up, so I'm just curious, you know. He gonna look you up and down. What you looking for? Girl, I don't care how fine that man is, and I'm assuming he fine because you fine, so why would you not be out with a man who's fine, right? I don't care how fine he looks. I don't care how good he smells. I don't care how beautifully groomed his beard is, because that matters. You are unfazed by everything. So your physical positioning is you always sit back. You do not sit up at the table, ladies. You sit back. Listen to me. I'm getting you positioned. You don't sit forward because it communicates anxiousness. I'm trying to compete for you. You always sit back. Get comfortable. Cross your leg under the table if you need to. In fact, one of the things I like to do is the table's right here. I turn slightly to the side. No, this is my better side. This is my better side. Hold on. You turn slightly to the side. And you sit there like this. You're not giving too much of boss energy, but you're giving, honey, feminine power. He says, so what you looking for? You sit there just like this. I'll know when I find it. So what that mean? What kind of what that even mean? You'll know when you find it. You know, I'm just vibing, really. I'm just feeling it out, you know. So what you mean? Why you out with me then? I mean, why, you know, when I asked you to go out, why'd you want to go out? You seem like a decent guy. I want to get to know you. You get to know me, and then we can figure out what makes the most sense, right? Now, when I say some of that, Some of y'all got a pick-me demon deep inside of you. And we gotta shake her out. We gotta shake her out. We're gonna have to do an exorcism on you. My God, today. Because the pick-me demon inside of you makes you say, oh, MJ, I can't say that like that. I can't do that. Because if I tell him that I'm just going with the flow and figuring it out as I go, he may not like it. He could run away. We rebuke that lying spirit. Because you don't know how we know that doesn't scare people away? Because men been telling y'all that for years and y'all stick around. I'm just going with the flow, seeing what's happening. That's how they look to me when they say, I'm just going with the flow, seeing what's happening. Okay. And y'all be like, okay. Y'all see it as challenge. Let me convince him to stop going with the flow and to pick me. So what do you think that type of speech does to a masculine man? It ignites his sense of competition. It ignites his sense of pursuit. It makes you even more desirable. You don't tell a man what you're looking for. He asks you, what are you looking for? In fact, I'd be fixing my blouse as I say it. I don't know. I'll know when I find it. What about you, handsome? Oh, throw a compliment in right after it, honey. I love a good compliment. I don't know. I'll know when I find it. What about you, handsome? And if you really want to bait him into saying what he's looking for, compliment him some more. You seem like such a decisive man. Like a man who knows exactly what he wants. I can just see it on you. So what are you looking for? Right? It's a little psychological bait. When you tell a man how you see him, and it's in a favorable way, then he's going to try to perform that because he doesn't want to let down your expectation. It works. You seem like such a decisive man. Like a man who knows exactly what he wants. Not like when some of these weak men who just want to go with the flow. So what are you looking for? Some of y'all like, oh, MJ. My God, today, MJ, you know I can't do all of that. Girl, you better. You better, honey. You better, honey. Quit playing with me. Okay? But I'm serious. Stop telling the men what you're looking for. You don't have to answer that question. Being on a date is not a police interrogation. You have a right to answer what you want to answer and a right not to answer what you don't want to answer. And you can answer however you want. I'm going to tell you a secret. Come close. You can even tell a little lie if you need to. Because it is a little bit of a lie to say, I don't know. You know what you want. You want to be married within 2 years. Engaged within 18 months. Baby within 36 months. Okay, you've already got the house in the street picked out that he will be buying for you. He will learn to like it. You are decisive. And if he's smart, he will know you're decisive. But you don't put all your cards on the table because you teach. Let me tell you this, okay, girls? You teach a man how to play you when you tell him everything you want. Girl, that's street code number 1. See, that's the problem with y'all. Some of y'all grew up in the suburbs too much. Honey, you got to understand street code, baby. I'm going to teach you it. You teach a man how to play you when you tell him everything you're looking for. Because all he's got to do is regurgitate it back to you in a way that sounds like his own ideas. So no, you see who he really is by telling him, hey, I'm open to the possibilities. That's one of my favorite ones. What are you looking for? I'm open to the possibilities. What kind of possibilities is that? Different men bring out different possibilities. And you're very decisive. I can see that on you. What's your sign again? Aquarius. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm just talking. Aquarius. You guys are decisive, aren't you? Girl, he's going to agree regardless. He is literally going to agree regardless. Don't even worry about it. Just act like you know about it. You know? What are you looking for? right? And then as you get to know him, this works, darling. As you get to know him more and more, see how it plays out. You show up on your dates oozing feminine energy. That's what you got to do. You're oozing all the energy that he loves. You're beautiful. You're pretty. You're feminine. When you talk with that little purr in your voice every now and then. You talk low so he has to lean in. This is what we do, don't we, girls? You always sit back, leg crossed, and you talk low. Not too low, but low enough that he's got to lean in on towards the table. Put you in the power seat, doesn't it, ladies? I'm teaching you some things. Listen close. And he will be literally eating out of your hands. Now, does this make a man be serious and make him into the type of relationship or man that you want? Absolutely not. You can't change a man's character and you can't change his desires. But one thing you can do is protect yourself from being played by not giving them too much information. And at the same time, lure him in with your feminine energy, telling him the things that he wants to hear. But you didn't think, you thought that you were not supposed to do the same thing? That's the problem. These men been playing with a certain set of rules, and you've been playing with another set of rules and they're wondering why you're getting played. You showing up to a knife fight with a slingshot, and then wondering why you're getting your behind whooped. Because you're not bringing the right weapons. Bring the right armor. So when he tells you what he's looking for, oh. Someone said, that sounds manipulative, bro. Judging by the fact that you called me bro, darling, I think you're in the wrong space, bro. There's a meeting in the ladies' room right here. Go to the little boys' room. She'll be over shortly. Trust me, I'm getting her ready for you. And let me address that. Darling, I appreciate you. I appreciate men and I appreciate everyone here. But no, seriously, darling. Let me tell you this. What is your name? Phoenix. That's at least your name on here. I'm not teaching women how to manipulate men. I'm teaching women how to protect themselves from men. If you have one eye that can see and half a bit of common sense, then you know that our mothers, our sisters, our grandmothers, our daughters, our nieces have been being played every which way but sideways by men. These women are not equipped in a lot of cases to know how to navigate these men. So unless they are one of the lucky ones who just meets a good guy right off the bat, who treats them amazing right off the bat, they are getting played. See, I'm a coach. I do private sessions with these women. These are everyone from women who work minimum wage jobs, who save up their coins, say, hey, I want to meet with you this one time just to get some knowledge, to people who meet with me on a regular basis who are millionaires. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter your class, your race, or your income level. Women keep getting played by men because they don't understand how men work and they don't understand the tools they have. So I will never apologize for equipping women to protect themselves and succeed. Because here's the thing, it's not manipulation for a serious man. If a man is serious and is honest in his intent, her simply sitting back and saying, tell me what you're looking for. I'm open to the possibilities. He will understand exactly what she's doing, that she's simply protecting herself. And he will assert himself in such a way consistently to show her, I'm trustworthy. I'm trustworthy. And he will earn her transparency. He will earn her love. He won't see this approach as manipulation. He will see this as a woman with standards. So if you're not looking for a woman with standards, then go find these girls who don't watch my videos. Go find these girls who didn't have a mother to teach them anything. They're the easy ones. You can run them into the dirt. But once they get tired of the manipulation that you men dish out to them, they'll come. And once I equip them, they'll never go back to being the type of women that they were before. Speaking of which, if you don't have my book, Get Out of Your Own Way, A Guide to Letting Go of the Things That's Holding You Back, get get it. It's available where books are sold on Amazon. We've got the audio version, the print version that ships, as well as the digital version you can read on your electronic reading devices. Also, if you want to schedule a coaching session with me, click the link that's directly above or below this video, or link this on my social media pages and schedule a session. If you go onto my page and you see that we don't have any sessions available at the time you want, just check back every day, because every day new sessions open up for usually 2 weeks out. That's a little secret I'll tell you. All right? But I'm telling you this right now, darlings, to the ladies. I'm back to talking to my feminine energy ladies and my feminine energy men. Never apologize or feel bad for protecting yourself. Never feel bad for that. I'm teaching you how to get you what you want. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You know why so many of you women don't get what you want? Why you don't get the man that you want? It's not because he doesn't exist. It's because you are out here dating in a war zone. There are broken people out here where all they know how to do is spew pain onto other people because he's walking around in pain. And because you don't know that it's okay to arm yourself and protect yourself with strategy. It's not manipulation, it's strategy. Because you don't know it's okay to do that. In fact, it is advised that you do that. What ends up happening is you're going into a war zone with no armor and no weapons. You literally are a sitting duck waiting to be attacked, and you get attacked on multiple sides. You get targeted by narcissists. You get targeted by liars. You get targeted by manipulators. You get targeted by users. And sometimes even worse than those things. You know what I'm talking about. And then eventually, after being hurt so much, you convince yourself that you'll never find what you want. You convince yourself that what you want doesn't exist. You convince yourself that you're not good enough for what you want. When the truth of the matter is, what you want does exist. He does exist. And yes, you deserve it. The reality is simply that you burned yourself out and got too wounded to keep moving forward to actually find him. What I'm doing, ladies, is I'm teaching you how to navigate the world, how to navigate the world of men, so that you can stay completely light and feminine and open to love, rather than being wounded and jaded and shut down once the right man finds you. Because some of you all are right at the verge of shutting down and being so wounded that no man could ever prove to you that he's good enough, because you have allowed yourself to be hurt so much that all you believe is that all men out there are just like the ones that you've dealt with. This is why I teach you this. Don't you ever tell a man. Don't you ever tell a man all of your business. Don't you ever tell a man what you looking for. Don't you ever tell a man about your past traumas and your past heartbreaks. You keep your cards close to your chest until this man has consistently shown you that he has the character, that he has the vision, that he has the future, that he has the foundation, that he has the heart to be the kind of man that deserves your vulnerability. And then, and only then, do you then open up. I'm not telling you to stay shut down. I'm not telling you to shut down at all. I'm telling you that, my darling, you are a prize. You are a palace. You are a kingdom. And just like any other palace or kingdom, they're not going to let any vagabond off the street just come on in just because he's got a nice face and says some nice things. No, they're going to vet him. They can do a security clearance on him. Who are you again? We need your personal details. We're going to run some information before we let you in. So if the most valued, prized things on earth can't be accessed just by any and everybody, why are you allowing men to access the deepest place of your heart? The deepest parts of your heart, simply because he's sitting in front of you? Simply because he has a nice face? Simply because he says some things that you like? No. Would you give someone your ATM PIN number just because they said nice things to you? If you're a mother or a parent, would you let someone take care of or babysit your child simply because they said, I'm a good guy? Absolutely not. People have to prove themselves before they get access to your most prized and beloved things. So why are you not protecting yourself in the same way? And your vulnerability is so important, because we all know what it feels like to give someone our vulnerability, and they misuse it. They mishandle it. They make us regret ever opening up. How many of us know that experience? Comment below if you know that experience. And if you want to share about it, feel free. But if you're not ready to share, just simply say, MJ, me too. You protect yourself from the manipulators, the narcissists, the users, when they don't know what to target. So no, you don't trust men until they prove to you that they're trustworthy and deserving of your truth and your vulnerability. If you want to schedule a private one-on-one session with me, click the link that's directly above or below this video, and you can schedule it, or click the link that's on my social media pages. If you don't see a link on this particular video, you'll see it there, and you can schedule a session with me. And of course, if you don't have my best-selling book, Get Out of Your Own Way, A Guide to Letting Go of the Things That's Holding You Back, go to Amazon or wherever books are sold. You can order your copy today. And if you want to listen to it immediately, just remember, I'm the one who read the audio version, okay? So you can have me in your ear within 5 minutes. Go ahead there and get it. MJ Harris is the name. You'll see it there. But let me tell you this, ladies, right now. Never feel bad about protecting yourself, because these men don't feel bad about hurting you. Listen when I tell you that. All right, y'all. Until next time.